Hi, you guys. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. All right. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Kaden. I love you all, and I miss you so much. Mwah. All right, you guys. Don't forget to click like and don't forget to share my videos. Don't forget to go on over to YouTube, look for Audrey's reading area. Mm-hmm. And smash that subscribe button for me. Smash it up. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 5, and please subscribe.
Let's do it together. Live live at 5. Please subscribe. All right, you guys. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it up. Today is Educational Tuesday. Educational Tuesday, and we're still celebrating National Women's Month. So I'm going to shout out to my coworker Joyce, Miss Joyce Pierce. Shout out to you, lady. Yes, I'm going to send her this text. All right, you guys. Yes, I'm going to read about Ella Fitzgerald, written by Andrea Davis Pinkney and Brian Pinkney. So I'm going to write about Ella Fitzgerald, the tale of a vocal virtuosa. Ella Fitzgerald. So let me read you the back of the book first. It says, Ella Fitzgerald began her life as a singer on the stage of the famous Apollo Theater. We all know about the Apollo Theater, when she was just 17 years old. An unknown orphan in Harlem. Her rich voice and vocal innovations brought her fame, fortune, and a remarkable career that spanned over half a century and won her generations of fans all around the world. Acclaimed author Andrea Davis Pinkney tells Ella's inspiring story in the voice of Scat Cat Monroe, a feline fan whose imagined narrative sings with the infectious rhymes or rhythms of scat. Wow, scat. Three-time Caldecott Honor recipient Brian Pinkney's dramatic perspectives and fantastical images offer a jazzy improvisation all their own. Ella Fitzgerald. Let's do this. The tale of a vocal virtuosa. Track 1, Hoofing in Harlem. Track 2, Jamming at Yale. Track 3, Stomping at the Savoy. Track 4, Carnegie Hall Scat. Either way, they all scatting. Right? Let's see. You may think I look like any other cat, but baby, I'm in a class all by myself. Scat Cat's my name. Scat Cat Monroe. A name I've earned. Look at this guy right here. Got my name from knowing Ella Fitzgerald, the queen of scat. What's scat, you ask? Scat's the sound that don't hold back. Ella's sound, that was scat. Singing so supreme, music's velvet ribbon dream. Let me tell you Ella's story, 'cause you see, I was there from the get-go. I saw it all, me, Scat Cat Monroe. I watched Ella go from a small-town girl to the first lady of song, to a vocal virtuosa, bar none. So sit back, listen up. Here's 4 tracks, cut to cut. Here's how Ella got her sound, got her silken silver style, got her Lady Ella scat. Track 1, Hoofing in Harlem. Look at the pictures. Really nice. The child's name was Ella. She was a big boned girl with dreams of becoming a dancer. But there weren't many dance schools in Yonkers, New York, the little city where Ella Fitzgerald and her mother, Tempe, lived. Ella had her heart set on pretty stepping her way to fame, and she didn't need a dance school to do it. She taught herself to tap dance. Determination was her teacher. The sidewalk was her stage. Imagination was her spotlight. In time, Ella and her friends took to performing on street corners. When Ella's neighbors saw her go, they told Ella to strut her shuffle in Harlem, to take her hoofing to New York, the big city, where dreams really do come true. That's when Harlem became Ella's stomping ground. On the night of November 21st, 1934, Ella entered a talent contest at the Apollo Theater. She was 17 and scrubbed clean down to her toe jam. But as soon as Ella saw the footlights, her feet failed her. She stood front and center, knees knocking, teeth clacking. A wannabe with a stomach full of butterflies, and the girl was hardly dressed to impress. She wore work boots and hand-me-downs. Luckily, Ella was thinking on her toes. She refused to be booed back to Yonkers, so she started to sing. Because you know at the Apollo Theater, they will boo you. Yes, they will. At first, her voice came quiet as a whisper. As a whisper. A measly little hiss, soft as cricket. But when the band joined in, Ella rolled out a tune sweet enough to bake. She won the contest straight up, kicked her dance dreams to the curb, and pinned all her hopes on being a singer. I was there in the wings, watching it all, swinging to Ella's groove, wearing a grin as big and as proud as that Cheshire dude. Track 2, Jamming at Yale. Soon Ella had audiences eating out of her hand. She went on to win talent showcases all over Harlem. In 1935, the Harlem Opera House signed her as a featured singer. One night, Bardou Ali, the master of ceremonies for the Chick Webb Orchestra, saw Ella perform. That's when Bardou knew that Chick needed Ella. And that Ella needed Chic, or Chic. That the two of them could make beautiful music together. But you see, Chic was I'm going to say Chic. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but I'll say Chic. Was a finicky bird. Easy to ruffle, hard to please, a perfectionist. He was a jazz drummer who liked his music hot. Swing music was Chic's style. Cut the rug rhythms that put the pulse on a party. He believed folk came to hear the instruments in his band, not some singer. But besides, he already had a singer for his orchestra, a guy named Charlie Linton. What she didn't know was that Ella's voice was its own instrument. When Bardou took Ella to meet Chic agreed to give Ella a chance. He told her she could sing with his orchestra at a college dance the next night at Yale University, the Ivy League, where getting loose don't always come easy. Chic told Ella that if she could work that college crowd, she could join his band. So Ella went to Yale with a purpose. And man, once Ella started to sing, she had them Yales jamming. That night, Chic welcomed Ella into his band. He took her under his wing, and the two of them flew to the Savoy Ballroom, the hippest dance spot in Harlem. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful illustrations in this book. Track number 3. stomping at the Savoy. The Chic Webb Orchestra had a regular gig at the Savoy. Night after night, they played to a house packed tighter than the A train. The place was crammed full of folks who'd come to shake their tails to the orchestra's sound. And honey, yours truly could shake with the best of them. You ever see a cat do the kangaroo, the Lindy Hop, the Susie Q? Those were the moves we danced at the Savoy. Danced with Ella belted from the bandstand. It was Chic's drumming that pulled people onto the dance floor. It was Ella's singing that kept them there. Ella was not like other highfalutin singers, highfalutin singers. She never forgot where she came from. She remembered that her first work as a performer had been on the street. After Ella sang, she stepped down from the stage and danced with her fans. Ella let them know she was one of them. She showed them she could kangaroo too. She stomped at the Savoy like any other paying customer. That's right. Chic Webb was born with a beat in his bones. He was a master drummer, a musician with a fix on jazz. Ella made it her business to learn all she could from Chic. She had talent. She had know-how. Chic showed Ella the right way to deliver a song. He taught her to shade the high notes and light the lows, to grab hold of a tune, to wrap her voice around each melody. When the sun set on Harlem and the cats and kittens came out to play, it was Ella and Chic they were coming to see. When Chic and Ella performed together, they were grits with gravy. They brought out the best in each other. People called it chemistry. I called it musical magic. Musical magic. On May 11, 1937, the Chic Webb Orchestra took on the Benny Goodman Orchestra in the Savoy's Battle of the Bands. These contests were a Savoy tradition, and child, they were fierce. One band tried to outplay the other till the crowd, with their applause, named the winner. Benny Goodman was called the King of Swing. He played the clarinet, but King Benny didn't have Ella, who would someday be known as the queen of her craft, and he didn't have Chic Webb, a royal percussionist. Benny set the contest in motion. His band started with a song called Peckin'. They made the place swing, no doubt. Then Chic's band took their turn. Chic's drum solos were slamming. They were slamming. They backed up Ella's voice, which gave new meaning to the word divine. The contest was close from the get-go. Those musicians put a fever to the room. They had me sweating the sheets off my fur and scuffing my wingtip shoes when Chic's band played Harlem Congo. The crowd got hotter than bootleg Tabasco. That's because Ella set Harlem Congo on fire. Her voice was quick fried rhythm with a brassy satin twist. She sizzled with Chic's cymbals, busted loose with his bongos. She tamed the crowd while Chic played his timpani. And man, that ain't all. Ella worked the downbeat. She milked the backbeat. She sang like tomorrow wasn't ever gonna come. 4,000 people filled the Savoy Ballroom that night. The contest lasted 5 hours. When it was done, everybody knew who was boss. This band against that band. Everybody knew who was boss. That's right. Track 4, Carnegie Hall Scat. The Savoy was Ella's stepping stone. Thanks to nightly radio broadcasts from the club, Ella was the name sitting pretty on everybody's lips. Ella took the chic web orchestra to new heights. She was the orchestra's star attraction. Nightclub owners had to wait in line to book the band. Some of them had never had a black singer perform at their clubs. Ella's popularity showed them that a true star has no color, it just shines. Ella could even put stardust in a ditty. In 1938, she and Al Feldman, a member of Chic's band, wrote and recorded A Tisket, a Tasket. Man, when you're an alley cat like me, you hear all kinds of hopscotch chatter and jump rope jive. A tisket, a tasket wasn't nothing more than a nursery rhyme, chanted 1,000,000 times a day by kittens from Sugar Hill to Hollywood. But to hear Ella swing that brown and yellow basket was a whole nother thing. A tisket, a tasket was a smash hit. In time, folks came to call the song a jitterbug spiritual. Wow, look at this. Ella didn't shy back from any kind of music. When bebop became hotter than swing jazz and music lovers turned to Bird and Dizzy, Ella took her place on the bebop bandwagon. Bebop was jazz on the wild side. It was syncopation, locomotion, fast smack sound done low down. It was slam bamming on the flitter tip. It was ham hock jabber fever pitch. Dizzy Gillespie was bebop's main man. He turned jazz on its head with his trumpet. He could blow notes into backflips, into flatted fits, into popcorn blips that flung free from his horn. Dizzy asked Ella to join his band. He invited Ella to give bebop a try, to improvise, to sing the ping-pong rhythms that gave bebop its sound. Ella went along for Dizzy's ride. One night when the two of them started to jam, Ella made bebop her own. For Ella's scat singing drove bebop home. Ella used her voice in the same way Dizzy used the notes he made with his horn, like a runaway leaf flying high on a breeze. Now Ella performed. When Ella performed, she let her lyrics go. She took her singing out to play. When Ella recorded How High the Moon, her scat swung to cloud 9 and back. Now look at him holding on. He ain't playing. He ain't letting go. He is not letting go. On September 29, 1947, Ella and Dizzy headlined a sold-out performance at Carnegie Hall. They brought bebop to a high and mighty concert stage, but the show was far from uppity. It was fun. Dizzy's trumpet chirped. It zipped. It sputtered in double-time tempo. Dizzy bounced his bebop to Ella. Ella's singing hung fast to Dizzy's rhythm. Ella shot him back her scat. Man, those two were making up music in the moment. It was invention. It was frolic. It was cooler than cool. Ella put scat on the map. When she and Dizzy threw down their skippity hop wait a minute, let me say this. Skippity hop doody bop. Every soul in the place slipped into the jam. Ella soon had fans who loved all kinds of music. They came to call Ella by many names. The Queen of Scat, the First Lady of Song, a vocal virtuosa. Now I'm the keeper of Ella's flame, the teller of her tale, the scat cat. So, kid, don't be fooled by phony felines. A cat by any other name ain't the same. Take it from me, Scat Cat Monroe. I was there with Ella from the get go. Mm-mm. The end. There's a note from the author, a note from the illustrator. I will put it up so you can read and pause and read and pause and read. And the note from the illustrator, don't forget to read and pause and read and pause. The end. That's it. Wow, that was fun to read about Ella Fitzgerald on this Tuesday, Educational Tuesday. We learned about Ella Fitzgerald, didn't we? We learned about Ella Fitzgerald, the tale of a vocal virtuosa. Oh, thanks for being here, my mama. Thank you, mama. My mom's always here, y'all. Thank you, mama. Yes, her name is Bev, by the way, Beverly. And thank you all for being here and listening to me read these fun and exciting books to you. And I hope to encourage you to pick up a book on your own and read. Pick up a book, read, and keep listening to me too. So don't forget to like my videos and share my videos. And also don't forget to go to YouTube. You see, I got it twice here. YouTube. Audrey's reading area. Audrey's reading area. Don't forget. Audrey's reading area. All right, you guys. That's enough. It's time to go, and I will see you again tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area. Live. Live at 5. Tomorrow. I'll see ya tomorrow. It's only one day away. I'll see you then. Audrey's Reading Area.